If there's something that I can never subscribe to or allow those who are around me to subscribe to, is to live a life of mediocrity, a life of average living, a life of just getting by. We are all meant to live life majestically, no matter what background you come from. We are all meant to live life in the lens of vision, in the lens of power, adding radiance into your life day after day with every experience you go through. Hello, everybody. I am Joan Lydia Mbeyu. For those who are new here, this is a safe place where we aim to learn and relearn as we aim to become better versions of ourselves, as we aim to become people worth becoming, people of high value in accordance to God's will. So today I'm very excited to talk about this topic of living life majestically, which is in part with the series that we started earlier on mindsets. So sit back, relax, and let's get into it. Living majestically is living and making a difference in whatever scale, no matter how big, no matter how small. It's being on your richest possible dimension of your human expression in every season of your life. It's an invitation to a way of being, a way of life, a way of thinking, a way of existing that adds so much color, so much radiance, so much beauty, so much power to the way you just live your life. It's having everything about you impressive and worthy of admiration. And I'm telling you, this is very possible no matter what kind of background you come from. I know we live in a social media generation, and I know almost every one of us has someone that you admire on social media, be it TikTok, be it Facebook, be it Instagram, or any other platform or social media that has cropped up. And this person, maybe you might admire the way they do life, the way they raise their family, their children, how they dress, maybe their business, their careers, or whom they're married to, how they do their marriage. It's just we admire so many people on social media based on what they decide to show us. But we all know that social media or whatever people post on social media is just a highlight of their lives, and it's not the real deal that they put on there. But a person who lives majestically, it shows in every aspect of their life. And it's this person whom, when you see them in the aspect of being a career person, they're doing well. If you look at them behavior wise, they're doing well. How they interact with people, they're doing well. It's worthy of admiration. How they handle their families, it's very impressive and worthy of admiration. A person living majestically, it shows in every aspect of their life how impressive they are, how worthy of admiration they are, and they do not have to pretend about anything because it just shows. And that's the thing that we should aspire to become. People who won't be pretentious, people who won't be faking life. There's this aspect of fake it till you make it, but we won't have to fake it, but it will just be oozing out of who we are as human beings, of who we are as individuals in every aspect of our lives, living life worthy of admiration and impressive in scale. Living your best life is a conscious and intentional decision that you have to make every season of your life. It's a decision that you have to make every single day, that I'm going to be the best of the best that I can be. I usually tell myself that I, Joan Lydia Mbeyu, will never subscribe to any stereotype that this society would want to put on me. There's this day I had met a friend of mine in a washroom, and I was wearing heels. So she's used to me wearing heels. Whenever she sees me, she would see me in heels. And she made this comment, and she said that, you know, enjoy enjoy wearing heels, enjoy looking all good and all that, looking beautiful, or maybe dressing well as young as you are now. When you get married, all this will change because children will come, you'll have to take care of your husband, you have to take care of your children, and you just have to be just like that. And I was like, I don't think I would let marriage or motherhood change me, change who I am. I know it's a different season of life. Maybe I would have entered when I get married or when I have children. That's a whole different season of life. But I wouldn't let it stop me from being who I am. And that's the problem that we have in our society, whereby if we find ourselves in different, when life changes, maybe you get married, when you get children, and I'm not saying it's a case that happens everywhere, but you find it in most cases where people lose themselves. You lose who you are. And I keep on reminding myself that I don't want to lose myself as Joan Lydia Mbeyu. When I get married, the title of being a wife would have been added to Joan Lydia Mbeyu. When I get children, the title of a mother would have been added to Joan Lydia Mbeyu. But Joan Lydia Mbeyu existed first before she became a wife, before she became a mother. So I have to make a conscious decision, an intentional decision every single day to remind myself that I was first Joan Lydia Mbeyu before I became a wife, before I became a mother, before I became the career woman that I am. So I have to live according to that prototype, according to that original design that Joan Lydia Mbeyu was created to be. And that is the conscious decision and intentional decision that I would want everybody to make. I would want everybody to live to that original prototype, the prototype that you were created by God to be, not subscribing to the stereotypes that the society puts on us. Just because you are an engineer, you don't have to say that, engineers behave this way, or engineers do not have, I'm sorry, I'm using the engineering occupation, but I'm not saying that's the way it is. But someone would say that, engineers act this way, or maybe doctors are not used to being this way. You are first who you are before you became a doctor, before you became a father, before you became a mother, before you became a husband. You cannot say, because I come from this tribe, we act this way. No, you found yourself in that tribe by God's grace, but you, before God, you are first of all the person that you are before you become that tribe, before you become that career that you are, before you become that title that you hold. You are first of all you. And living majestically is living according to that original prototype that God created you to be, according to his purpose, according to his will. So make a courageous commitment to living your life in the richest possible dimension of your human expression. Do not just live to just exist or living subpar. Live to leave a mark in your generation. Live to leave a legacy. Be a trailblazer. Be a person that people would look up to and be, I admire how she lives her life. I would want to live my life the way she lives or he lives his life. Worthy of admiration, impressive in scale. Live your life to the fullest. Stand out in a way that pleases God. Don't just seek out to stand out in just any way, even if it's negatively. Stand out in a way that pleases God first. There's something that my mentor keeps on telling me is live for the audience of one, just one, and that is God. Do things that honor him. Live your life in a way that honors God. And living your life majestically is living your life in a way that honors God. God did not create you to just come and exist, to just come and live mediocrely, to come and live an average life. You are created to stand out. That's why the Bible says, be like a city on a hill. He wants you to stand out. He wants you to live a life that is so worthy of admiration to others so that it may also encourage them to become better versions, high value impact of a human being. Live a life that is majestic. And living majestically has to start with the way you think, with the way you think who you are. You know, I make this prayer for anybody who does not see themselves the way God sees them. Every arena of your identity that has been distorted, I pray that the healing streams of God will wash over those areas and God will just heal you and you'll start seeing yourself the way God sees you. So it starts with how you see yourself. It starts with where you would want to see yourself in the coming future. It starts with just a total makeover from the inside so that it can be shown on the outside. And through this, you'll be able to start putting radiance into your life experiences, making a masterpiece out of your existence. My plea to you today is stop existing in accordance with the stereotypes that the society has placed on you. I urge you to live a bedazzled life, a life that sparkles, a life that shines. Work towards living your life in the best way possible every single day. And I'm not saying that you won't come into difficult moments, hard days, days that you just don't feel like getting out of the house. But even through those moments, you push through to become that original design that God created you to be. So I will leave you with a quote that one of these ladies that I really look up to, called Miss Abishola Longe. She said somewhere, and she said, focus on your destination. It doesn't matter what you see when you look in the mirror. What matters is what you decide. You are not too young, you are not too old for anything. It is only in pursuing your purpose statement, your manifestation of who you are, and your prophetic prototype that you become a person of value, that you become a person of high impact, a person of high resource. I will keep reminding you on this. There is always more to you than what you just see. There's more to you than what you have experienced. There's more to you in the future, and what you have lived, what you have been through cannot compare to what is ahead of you. So be authentic, and if you fail, be willing to fail forward. So that's it from me. See you in the next video. Share this with whosoever you believe needs to hear this. See you next time. Bye-bye and take care of yourself.